everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just thought I would do a quick flip through of all my, well actually there's nothing in that journal so we don't need to look at that, but this is my third journal. We've been doing WS Art Club for quite a long while now. Filled up 2 journals, just starting a new one for the new year. Anyway, I just thought I would have a flip through, show you the prompts, show you what I did with the prompts, and I will leave in my description box a list of the prompts in the order we did them, so that if anybody wants to you know, retrospectively go back and do them or see what they've missed or anything, you know, feel free to. So this was my first album that I made, and the first prompt, now I'm hoping that you can see these, the first prompt was summer, so lots of watermelons there. Then the second prompt was nature, and these mushrooms are propped up, I can feel them. Then we had Halloween, and there's a bit of texture on most of these. This is propped up as well, and I think you'll see as I go along, some things I've had to really sort of do quite flat because I was running out of space in the album. This one was winter, and then steampunk. I did like that background. Must have another go at something like that. And then quirky, obviously rather bizarre. Floral, and again these are all elevated, so it's nice texture. It's nice to feel them as well. It's interesting for me to go back and look at the various styles and where I was at you know, the things I was doing at a particular time. I think this one was birds, and it's got crackle paste on it, and it opens and there's like a double page that's got crackle. They've all got crackle paste on. All right, pretty. I like that. Must do some more of that. So then we had vintage here, and this one was child. This me as a child. I think it's got magnets in yet. So I just did lots of pictures of me as a cheeky child and baby. Yep. Crikey, there's quite a lot here. I didn't realise I'd done quite so many. Wow, loads. And it, yeah, look at that. Oh, with my Open University t-shirt on. Obviously from my dad. Cool. Yeah, so that was child. Fairy. Numbers. I liked that one. That's got loads of numbers. I don't know if you can see the white ones underneath, but they're all dimensional as well. This was Doodle or Zentangle. Bling. Oh my gosh, Bling. I knew it was coming at some point. I don't like Bling and I really struggled, but I'm quite pleased with that. This isn't a page. Now, I think what happened was, what's the next one after Bling? Napkin. I think I didn't want to put this one because it was a napkin and it was quite delicate. I didn't want to put that on here because I thought that this would rub it and make it deteriorate. So I left this one blank and I carried on. I think there's a couple more. So that was napkin. This was butterfly. And then sweet treat. And I think it was annoying me that I'd got a page that I hadn't put anything on. So what I did was I'd got this piece of like scrap paper that had got alcohol inks on it, and around that time I had these lovely faux enamel dots that Betsy Doodle had made me, and I thought, oh, I'll pop those on there, and then, you know, they won't sort of clash and rub the page and everything. So I think that's the reason I did that. So that one wasn't a prompt at all. That was just me filling in a blank page. So that was the first album, and then the second album it's not quite so dimensional. I think I learnt my lesson with that one. So let's have a look. So I have to swap my page here so I can remember what we did. This was Mandala. I think I used different yeah, I did dies for this because I can feel them. So it must have been a stamp and die set. That's right. And then I've just doodled on it. Paper weaving. I enjoyed doing that. That was really cool. Really liked that one, paper weaving. This one was least favourite colour, and I chose white. I think white because I don't really have a least favourite colour at all, but I never wear white. White is a colour I would just never ever wear. Ever. I can't ever remember having anything white. As a child, perhaps I did as a baby, but in my living memory, I cannot remember ever wearing white, and I wouldn't. So, yeah, interesting. This one was green or blue, or green and or blue and or purple, your choice. I used all three, but you didn't have to. Then we had secret door. So this is my secret door. It's supposed to look like a bookcase or a library or something, and when you open it you can see through to a garden. That was the plan anyway. Then we had bright colours. So I've recently got my sheep stamp, I think, so I did some funky sheep in bright colours. And then circles. I really like that. I must do something more with that. Really enjoyed that. This one was metallic. Now, I don't know if you can see the metallic sheen on that. I think it's metallic watercolours I used. Buttons. There's 3 buttons on there. Interesting. Look, I'm enjoying myself looking back at it all. This was green and or pink and or white. And again, I think I've used all 3. That looks like the photo paper technique. It might not be. It looks shiny underneath with the distress oxides that you sort of wipe off. I think it was. This looks like squares, little inches. I think they weren't all one that I cut up. I think I individually created each square for that. Printing. So I'll probably use jelly press, but can't remember now. Oh, what was that one? Use a ruler. Now this was cracking, this one, because I was very literal, just used a ruler. But some people were very clever and went off and did monarchs and things like that, as in, you know, kings and queens, rulers. That's clever. Didn't think about that. After that we had watercolour. So that's a watercolour background and a watercolour mermaid. This one was words, and so I have done a doodle, but I've put the words love, create and inspire in there. Black and white, that was a really simple one, just using black marker pen and fine liner. And then this one is rain. I don't think you can see, but there are rain. Oh, the sun's out now, so you probably won't see anything. Little raindrops in the clear Nouveau drops. Whoops. And oh, what was that one? This was orange and black. So didn't know what I was going to do with that, but then I went down that kind of route. Silhouette for this one, quite liked that. Stencil, and I did do the photo paper technique with that, with the oxides, and then wipe them off. And then this one was letterpress, which I hadn't done before, using ink in an embossing folder. And I think that's it for that one. So that's a flip through of the kinds of things that I've done for the prompts that we pull out. Now the pot's still quite full, just going to keep going till it's empty, and then we'll either decide to have new prompts or just go with the same prompts and have new ideas, because as you see, going through from one album to another, you know, lots of things change. Your style changes, you learn different techniques, you want to try different things. So even if you had the same prompt again, you'd probably do it in a different way. Anyway, just thought I'd do a quick flick through of those 2 albums, and we're getting ready for our first prompt of the year this week. So if you feel like joining in, please do. There's a playlist with all the pages that I've done, and obviously the prompts, but I'll leave a list of the prompts in the description box. And also there is somewhere, and I'll leave a link to that as well, how to make one of these albums. They're really simple. You can either do, this one's got string as a binding, but then I started just using hair ties, hair elastics, just as easier even to use. So if you're interested and you want to play along, I will leave links in my description box. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.